Hello. Thank you for joining me for Nene Moments. I'm sorry for light. I'll try to get it better. But what I wanted to share today was I just got done talking to a young man. I was sitting at my son's swim practice, and it's one of the divers that is at his school. And and when me and him was talking, he had told me how he increased in his score. And I was like, well, praise God. I said, so you constantly made a growth, constantly, made an improvement. And he was like, yeah, but the last time I looked at like Jesus, And he did the impression of Jesus hanging up on the cross and things like that. And he said he was supposed to be going backwards or whatever. He was describing to me the dive. Um, and I was like, well, you constantly improve, so that's all that matters. I said, and as long as Jesus in it, baby, you're gonna constantly improve. And he was like, well, I hope I don't offend you, but I'm an atheist. And I was like, no, you don't offend me. I said, everyone is entitled to believe what they want to believe, And then he was like, because people say that I'm rude because I don't believe in Jesus or whatever. And then I was like, well, can you describe to me what or explain to me what an atheist is? And he was like, I don't believe in anything. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, then me, I always prying. I was like, so do you treat people with love and compassion and respect? And he was like, I have a very short temper. That's something that they say about red hair with freckles. And I was like, well, if you don't believe in anything, why would you fall up under, the stigmatism of, red hair and freckles, have short tempers? And he was like, well, that's just what they're saying. That's what I have noticed about myself. And I was like, well, that's understandable. And then I said, okay, well, just, from what you're telling me, an atheist don't believe in anything. So if you don't believe in anything, then you don't fall up under redhead and freckles. You don't fall up under atheist or anything, right? Because if you fall up under one of those titles, then you have to believe in something, right? And so he was like, no, I'm just here, I'm just living, and me being me, I mean, that's just me. I was like, well, you here for something, and as long as you a blessing and love people and treat people with kindness and respect, that would minister to people in itself. And then that's when he started talking to me about not having patience. And and I was like, okay, well, things have to happen for you not to have patience, so can you elaborate on what you mean about not having patience? And I said, what happens, when you have lack of patience? And he was like, well, this incident happened today, and I had an idiot moment, and I went to the counselor, and I spent about an hour in there to end up talking about my parents. And he was like, and I had to tell the counselor I don't fear my parents anymore. And I was like, okay, well, can we talk about that if you don't mind me asking? Why would you have to fear them? And he was like, well, when they yell and fuss and things like that, I just laugh at them. I don't so much laugh in their face, but I laugh up under them because I don't fear them anymore. And I was like, and just from me and my experience, and like one of my previous videos was talking about thank you to my father, because he did the best that he could do with the information that he had. And so like I told him, I said, as you get older and as you experience more things in life, you'll realize that you make choices at that time that you feel is right for you and your family. I said, so that's what your parents did. They tried to raise you the best that they could with the information that they had. It was not to tear you down. It was not to be mean or anything like that, but just simply they felt like that was the best way that they, to raise you. I said, but over time and as you get older, I hope that you can find in your heart to forgive your parents for what you feel like they have done. I said, because they did the best that they could with the information that they had. And he was like, well, I just want to apologize to you in advance. And I was like, for what? And he was like, if I get snappy with you. I said, well, baby, as long as you can take me snapping back, it's okay. We can snap on each other because I'm still going to love you at the end of the day. I said, because remember, despite of how, whether you are atheist or things like that, I said, me and you didn't know each other initially when we came here. I said, but what? I cheer for you. I know your name is Shane, and you talk to me. So, you say that you are atheist and things like that, but see, me and you have gotten a relationship, and me and you will talk more. And if you don't mind, I would like to talk more about you and your feelings towards your parents. And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, we'll talk, and we'll talk soon. And if not, we'll talk at the conference. The conference is this weekend. So I kind of smiled. And so the reason why I wanted to get on here today and share that was because everyone is not our assignment. A person come into your life at whatever time that they may need to come into your life, and you minister to them at their need. Don't try to tell them what to do or how to do or things like that, but just kind of, to me, what I see what kind of work for me is, asking questions. Or like if they say that this is their stance, not so much to challenge them, but say, well, this kind of falls up under this, and this kind of falls up under that. Just to try to, in the line of the conversation, don't go above and beyond or do too much to push a person away, but at least have that conversation to let them know, okay, I believe in Jesus. Everyone may believe in something else, but I believe in Jesus. And as far as I know, and what I have learned from Jesus is that he is love. And he always was willing to serve, wanted to heal, wanted to get everyone, fixed, heal the broken. You know what I'm saying? So, just minister to what they need, and don't try to be a judge of their feelings or their thoughts. Because everyone is free to feel what they feel, but at the same time, like I also told him, I said, right now, this is just a phase in your life, and most of the times when we have phases in our life, it's to prepare us for something in the future. I said, right now you are an atheist, but this experience that you would experience while you are an atheist is going to prepare you to minister to others in the future. I said, so I said, everything is a process. I said, so just respect the process. I said, but as long as you treat people with love and compassion, you're fine, baby. So, like I said, these are Nene moments, and as you can see, I'm like, okay, what's next? Because it just touched my heart that he don't know me from the man in the moon. He just see me here rooting for my kids and my son and rooting for everybody else. And just over time, he'll talk to me. He'll sit and talk to me. This ain't the first time we talk, but this is the first time we talk like this, to where he shared with me that he is an atheist. And when he had apologized to me beforehand if he gets snappy. But then after the conversation, he did say, you didn't respond like all the other Christians or whatever. And I asked him what he mean, and he was like, they usually say, you're an atheist. You're an atheist. And I was like, no. I said, my belief is that Jesus is love, and the only person who can judge is God. So if that is what you believe, that is what you believe. As long as you treat me with love and respect, then we're good. I said, and I believe that is... a true Christian is one who don't look at you according to what you believe, but actually talk to your spirit. And his spirit, whether he considers himself an atheist or not, did not come off disrespectful in any type of way, even though he apologized ahead of time if he was to get disrespectful. But I didn't feel no need to challenge him, and in return, he didn't feel no need to challenge me. So I praise God for that. So my ending note is that... try to remove the judgmental spirit from your heart. Everyone have their own beliefs. And just because they do not believe what you believe does not mean that, you all cannot respect each other and treat each other with respect and love. And as long as everyone treat each other with respect and love, then guess what? I will never have to cross the boundaries of what you believe, and you will never have to cross the boundaries of what I believe, to where we can potentially offend each other. And so I thank y'all for stopping by. Just be mindful of your belief as well as others' belief. And don't never try to push your belief off on someone else. But but just speak to that person in love and compassion and love and respect and all that good stuff. And everything, I think, eventually would work together for the common good, because whether we believe different things, as long as we respect each other and what each other believe, then everything would be good. So thank you once again for stopping by and joining me for another Nene moment. I wish you all the best. I hope that you had a blessed day thus far. And be a blessing to everyone you come in contact with on today, and allow every blessing that is in store for you to own today. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. Bye-bye.